You know that glow that you see on people who just seem to radiate health? It's not just great lighting. It's what's happening inside their body. And one of the best kept secrets to looking and feeling amazing is collagen. You see, as we age, our bodies naturally produce less collagen, which can lead to wrinkles, thinning hair, brittle nails, and just feeling less flexible than we used to. But the good news is that you can support your body naturally. With high quality collagen from Native Path, you're giving your body the building blocks it needs to support smoother looking skin, stronger nails, and shinier hair. And some studies also suggest collagen supplements may help support bone health too. You see, it's not about turning back time. I know we want to do that, but we just can't. It's about feeling your best at any age. And right now, as a Kim Commando listener, you can get Native Path Collagen for just a fraction of the retail price, plus free shipping and a free gift bundle. Just go to getnativepath.com/Kim. That's getnativepath.com/Kim.
These statements have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease. Individual results may vary.
Big Tech wants to take those giant AI data centers that no one wants and launch them right into space. Genius or lunacy? I'm Kim Commando for NetSuite. AI isn't the future, it's here. For the first time ever, you can try NetSuite Next for free. If your revenues are over 7 figures, visit netsuite.ai/Kim. Data centers are lousy neighbors. They guzzle water, strain the grid, and towns fight over them at every zoning meeting. So how is this for a solution? Place them in Earth's orbit. Elon Musk wants literally 1 million of them up there. And of course, solar power is free, but it comes with a real downside. Without air to get rid of the heat, an unmanned orbital data center will last only 5 years, which means continually launching new ones. With 1 million satellites, that would mean about 15,000 launches a year. Now, I don't know if there's going to be 1 million of these things, but I'm certain there'll be enough to send SpaceX stock in a higher orbit than it already is. Want to be tech ahead? Get my free newsletter at getkim.com.
Coming up, Rick had an expensive business software that wasn't cutting it, so he asked Claude to build him something better. No programming experience, no coding knowledge, just an idea and a conversation with AI. Kim explains how he pulled it off. Next.
If you're looking for a simple tech upgrade you'll use every day, let me tell you about Raycon Everyday Earbuds Classic. I've been using them for years, and they've become a part of my daily routine. They're comfortable enough to wear all day, and they fit perfectly into busy everyday lives. Whether you're outside traveling or just relaxing or listening to music, Raycon's Everyday Earbuds Classic makes life easier, and they're packed with smart upgrades. Active noise cancellation helps block noise distractions. Multi-point connectivity lets you pair 2 devices at once, and the battery life is strong, up to 32 hours. Plus, a quick 10-minute charge gives you 90 minutes of playtime. Oh, and the new colors are really fun. Mint green, my personal favorite. Here's the kicker. Raycon delivers the same premium audio quality as the big brands, but half the cost. It's time to upgrade your everyday routine. Go to buyraycon.com/Kim to get 15% off today. That's buyraycon.com/Kim. You're going to love your new Raycons. Head to buyraycon.com/Kim today.
This message is brought to you by Raycon.
Thousands of places on the internet, there's a file with your name on it. Inside, your home address, your cell number, the email you only give to people you trust. It knows your medical conditions, age, how you vote, where you drive, and your kids' names. You didn't write it, you can't read it, but anyone with a credit card can buy it. That file is the product of a multi-billion-dollar industry called data brokers, and none of it was stolen. Your file's collected, packaged, and sold legally. Every scam call, every phishing text that knows too much about you, someone paid for that file. Last year, Americans lost a record $20 billion to fraud. Scammers didn't get lucky, they got prepared. I did something about my file. I use Incogni. Incogni goes broker by broker and forces each one to delete your file. The opt-out forms they bury, Incogni finds them. And when your data tries to creep back, and it always does, Incogni wipes it again. Go to privacykim.com right now for an exclusive 60% off. That's privacykim.com. Rick in beautiful Phoenix, Arizona. Hi there, Rick.
Hi, Kim. How are you?
We're doing great. What's going on?
Hi, Andrew. I wanted to say thank you. You made my life I have a, well, first of all, get your newsletters, listen to all the podcasts, and then your newsletters every day. I take a tip and try to figure out something new to do. But one of your recent tips had convinced me to try something I never dreamt of doing. And I used the Claude and told Claude how great they are and did all the buttering up that you tell us to do.
You are so handsome, Claude. You are amazing.
He absolutely was. And he responded very nicely and said, but I subscribe to a CRM program. I pay a lot for it, and it does fantastic things. And I thought, well, maybe I could just tell Claude I'd like to do one that's simpler, that does what I need without having to have the expense. And over in a very short time, and I don't know anything about programming at all. And
wait. And what CRM were you using? Salesforce?
No, Markate.
Okay.
Right there in Scottsdale, I believe. Yeah. Mm-hmm. And it's great. It's really, really nice, but it does so much more than I need for my small service business. And I thought, well, maybe I can just have Claude help me make one.
Okay.
And within a month, I had it doing amazing. I mean, every time I use it, I'm just amazed what it does. And I still don't know how to program, but it just is a way for me to track my customers, communicate with my customers, communicate with my techs. My techs can communicate with the customer, communicate with the office, all just a couple of clicks on the app that's been created.
So did you have it create like calendar in Google Drive or spreadsheets or docs, or how did you do that?
Well, I asked for suggestions, and it said, well, for what you want to do, a Google app script would be perfect.
Okay.
So it's off of a Google spreadsheet, and it created these scripts. It started out very simple, and then after it made something happen, I thought, well, what if we could do this, and what if we could do that? And it just kept building from there to now. It's just it's absolutely amazing what it does, and that I still don't know how to program, but now I've got this system in place that my techs arrive at the job, they say I'm here, and they don't have to text me. They just push a button on the app, and the customer knows they're on their way.
And none of this lives inside of Claude. It all lives. It's outside of it.
It's all in my Google accounts.
That's awesome.
My Drive, my calendar, my sheets.
And then, how much are you saving?
That's about $550 a year for the program I had at Markate, and it was and it was a fair price. I wasn't doing it to save money, really. Mm-hmm. I just thought that, through your tips and stuff, I thought, well, maybe I could do this.
But think about it. If you want an upgrade at any point, it's in your hands. You don't have to wait for the company to add a feature or anything like that. You just go back and upgrade the program from Claude.
100%.
Exactly. And that's how one of the frustrations I had early on getting on with just the commercial CRM, let's call it. It was a struggle to get them to do things that I needed done. Like when I was trying to upload my database to it, mm-hmm. it was an amazing amount of work because there's a person somewhere that has to make all these things happen. And that person wasn't cooperative. And it eventually got done. And now when I need to make a change, I just
do it yourself.
Go back to Claude and say, hey, what about if we do this? I said, no.
It's having the confidence, right? I mean, that you could just sit down, and it may not get it 100% correct. And like you said, it took you a month to do this.
Right.
One of the things that I would ask it to do now with Claude is, because now that you have so much invested in this, right?
Yes.
I would go to Claude and say, take a look at everything that we've done, and I want a run book. And a run book will not give you the code, but it will give you the programming structure of everything that it's done.
Yes.
And so, in case a year from now, a year from now, somebody says, well, I wonder if we could do this, this, and this. And then if you have the run book, it makes it a lot easier. Or let's say Claude something happens with that script, right?
Right.
If you have the run book, you can say, here's the run book, recreate it.
Well, and here's what, early on when I was playing with it, it would write the script, and then I'd say we need to do this, and it would say, okay, we'll go to the script and go to somewhere in between line 2,000 and 2,500, there's this thing you got to look for. And I said, can't you just do it? And so then I said, oh, yeah, you're right. And so every time a change had to be made, it would just give me the whole script. I would just go to the Google app scripts and select all, paste,
done,
and save, deployed, boom, done.
Now,
It's just been amazing.
What kind of business do you have, Rick? What kind of business is
I have
this?
a carpet and upholstery cleaning business is what we do. But it's the other thing that inspired me is like I know a million guys like me, these small time operators that have been trying to get electronic. I mean, they're still using Post-it notes and things like that. And I'm going to give it to a few friends and have them play with it a bit. But as I can imagine, there's a demand for a simple system like this.
Well, that's where you can start getting into selling your app. And I would go back to Claude and say, how do I put this into a place where I don't give away my personal details, but I can sell. But there are agent applications and marketplaces, and I'll tell you what, I'll write more about that because that's an interesting topic.
I just love that. Can't you just do it yourself?
I love that too. Rick, thank you for your call and your kind words. Okay, Smarty Pants, I know that you need more tips like this because you want to stay ahead of the tech curve. But as they like to say on infomercials, but wait, there's more. This is really fun. You can watch The Kim Komando Show over on my YouTube channel. Just go to youtube.com/Kim Komando. That's youtube.com/Kim Komando. And if you're more into podcasts, well, you can find me everywhere you get your podcasts. Just search for Commando with a K, of course. That's Komando. And if you have any questions for me or if you want to share a story that happened in your life, I love that. Just go to commando.com. I know there's so many commandos. Komando, commando.com. And then there's a big button on the top right. It says Ask Kim. I know, funny how some things work in tech. Fill out that form and I read every single note that you send me.